Hello everyone and welcome back to the Guitar Bay. I'm Takis.
I'm Danny. What we're drinking today, mate?
Oh mate, today's the tea episode and we're drinking Talisker, which is, it's from your neck of the woods, isn't it? It's one of the best Scotch
Isle of
around,
Skye.
I would say. Isle of Skye, that's right.
Email's here as well.
And Emil's here,
Hello,
of course, as you would expect.
We'll say
Hello,
hi.
sir.
Hello.
It's lovely to have you here again, and cheers, and cheers.
Boy, it's so smoky,
it
Talisker.
It smells like a tire fire.
Oh my god.
It's lovely though.
I love this.
It's not harsh in the throat, it's just brilliant. It's a bad idea we're doing this because it's day and it's sunny outside, but it's a small amount and I think we should honor this wonderful beverage.
Wonderful. So, what if I'm getting a guitar? Am I? I'm getting something
You're
today?
getting something because it's my turn and you have no idea what it is and you have no idea what it is. I haven't told you anything about it, no price, no nothing. So I'll tell you this. It cost me €470.
Holy shit.
That's a substantial
Excuse-
purchase, right?
Excuse me, but bloody hell.
And
Wow.
I'm gonna ask
I'm
you-
very excited.
I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And
Oh,
I'll be
man.
back in a moment. So, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Keep them closed. Keep them closed. I hope the cable... Okay, the cable's long enough. God bless massive lapel mic cables. So, keep them closed. Keep them closed. Keep them closed. Keep them closed. Something heavy is going to come on your lap now.
This is what I was about to say.
And, I don't know, open them.
Oh, whoa. Dude.
Alright.
Hot Rod Deluxe.
That's right. It was about
Damn.
time. It was about time.
Damn. Wow. Wow. I did not expect this. I was expecting a guitar. I was expecting a... Well, when you said 470, I had no idea what you could mean by that, to be honest. But 470?
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's the Hot Rod Deluxe 3.
Shoot.
It's made in Mexico. It's got the Celestion G12P-80 speaker, not the Eminence Fender. This iteration had the Celestion G1280 or 7080 later. It's Chinese-made Celestion. The fourth one has the Celestion A-type. This speaker is kind of hated, you know, in the audiophile, cork sniffer, boutique-ish community. I think it would be a good idea to at some point upgrade the speaker. And actually the guy had the amp set so the treble was all the way up. This speaker is notorious for being a bit bass boomy and of course there's a bright switch on the amp and you can fix that if you want to. And the guy was playing a Les Paul. Lovely guy, by the way. Tom from Bottrop, if you're watching, you're the man. You know, lovely rocker, German dude. You see the condition of the amp.
It looks
It's
like
fantastic. It looks like new. The Tolix has come off a bit here. It was perfectly described in the ad as well. So
Wow.
he had it for $545 on eBay. I made an offer for $450. He came back with an offer for $470. And I wrote to him, I said, this price is perfectly fine, perfectly reasonable.
They you still buy them new?
Not the 3, because now there's the fourth version of it with the Celestion A-type speaker. And the chicken knobs are white.
So it has reverb. It's one channel.
3 channels. This is a Hot Rod Deluxe. Everyone hates the drive channels. There's clean, drive, and more drive. Everyone uses the clean channel as a pedal platform because it's I think it's the best-selling amp in the last 20 years since the Hot Rods came out.
Yeah, and that's why you buy a Fender, to be honest. Fender.
For a clean sound.
Clean sound.
Pedal platform, clean sound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
mean, the thing is, I want to... Yeah, sorry, I just unloaded this on you. It's quite heavy. It's about 18 kilos.
And how much watts are these?
40.
40 watts?
40 watts.
We just plugged in my old Fender amp, but...
Correct.
Yeah,
What you heard in the beginning, it was Danny playing on the Laney LC50 and I was playing on Danny's very old
Fender
2x12
Frontman.
Fender Frontman solid state amp, which sounds pretty decent.
Sounds pretty decent.
And takes pedals quite well. But my idea was to get another valve amp. I don't think I want to sell this. So this is a black regular episode and everything. As we do with most items when they come, we review them and then we decide to sell them or not. But I think this is going to stay.
Okay,
I think I would like to keep
fantastic.
this, mod it later.
Crazy.
Just have it here a B Laney LC50's.
It looks nice. It looks
Brother.
nice as well.
You know?
And it has reverb.
It has a built-in reverb, which is quite good. Some people mod it to tame it a bit because it goes quite quickly from no reverb to quite some
Big
reverb.
hall, yeah.
The same with the volume pot. It's quite linear and it's difficult to tame.
And two
But we
two
can go
inputs.
loud in the app, in the bay.
Is that high and low input? Do you know?
That's right. So input 1 is the standard high input. Input 2 is minus 6 dB attenuated. So you can actually
drive it more.
That's right, and you can make the clean channel break up without destroying your ears, because it's really difficult to make the clean channel break up. 40 watts, it's really loud, and it's quite difficult to tame. They get spiky, those cleans. That's why when you put a pedal in front, the compression that an overdrive typically adds mellows out the channel. And I played it. I played it yesterday, and I think it would be good for the Bay to take the pedals that we have been using so far, like the Royal Blue, your King of Clone, a Blues Driver, just quickly.
Awesome.
It.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the episode today, I would say.
Yeah, let's get it plugged in and fire it up. See how it sounds.
Let's do that. Okay, so we're back, and Danny has got the vintage Telecaster, and we're in the Hot Rod Deluxe. There's an SM57 in front, clean channel. I think there's no point in really reviewing the amp. This is such a well-known amp. I'll just show you what setting we're at now, maybe have some reverb, without reverb, and then just take 2 or 3 guitars through it.
Sure.
At the very end, maybe compare it with the LC50 as a reference for our ears.
Yeah.
To see how it differs, the clean channels, how they differ. And yeah, let's do that. So give us some clean.
Yeah.
I mean, the clean channel is notoriously untamable. Gets spiky, it's not compressed, it's kind of volatile. So let's see how we feel about it.
Some neck pickup on this vintage Telecaster.
Completely dry. I've completely killed the reverb. You see that the presence is at about, what is it? 7, between 7 and 8. The brightness is not engaged. That's where I like it. But it depends on your taste and what kind of guitar you have. So the presence is at 7, 8. I found this a good way to kind of compensate for the boominess of the amp. There is a certain boominess in the low end. They say that it's the kind of low end that you enjoy when you test it at the store, but at a gig you might want to kill it. So now the bass is at 5, the mid is at 5, the treble is at 8, and the presence around 7, 8. And that's where I found the best setting for this amp. But I can quickly go through the EQ as you play. So play something very simple, and then we can do some drive as well. with a bright switch in.
That's a beautiful clean.
It is. And the louder you get, the less effective the bright switch is, the less it does. It's quite useful when you play at low volumes, if you can manage to find something like a low volume with this guitar, like a bedroom or, you know, like an apartment acceptable volume, because it's quite loud at 2. It's just over 2 now.
Fender has that like nothing or everything.
And these amps in particular too, they say they fixed that, they tapered it a bit with the 4th iteration of the, and you can do mods, you can just remove caps, you can change the preamp tubes to a different type and tame that as well. That's a beautiful sound.
Oh,
and we're lucky enough here to you know, be able to crank amps quite a bit.
It sounds familiar, do you know what I mean? It's probably like it's a very well recorded amp, I would say, in the industry of recording artists and stuff.
It's the Fender Clean.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning.
What the Hot Rod Deluxe is kind of loathed for is its drive channel. Okay. I think it's usable. I think it's quite good, but it's very mid-humpy. It's like a super tube screamer. So the problem I have with it, and I think most people have with it, that makes it impractical, is that yes, it's usable for a studio thing, but if you're playing live, and then you have your lovely clean and you've set up the amp nicely, and then you just go drive, it's too mid-humpy. So there's no, you know, you can't wait, go back to the amp, re-EQ it, and then go drive. That's not usable. Yeah. That's not practical. But let's hear it anyway.
So there's two drive channels?
That's right. There's a clean and then drive and more drive.
Okay.
Two drive stages, one crunchy, one quite leady, and...
Okay, give me the middle one.
Yeah, I'll give you the middle one. And the drive, I'll take the phone out again. The drive is at 9 o'clock, so 3 out of 12. And let's go. So that's clean. I had the more drive engaged, so this is now the... After 12 o'clock, it gets really choky and farty. It's really articulate where it is now, actually. 9 o'clock drive, between 3 and 4. So that was nice.
That's a nice, that's a nice crunchy.
Very pleasant. The other thing is that when you use it as a clean pedal platform, then you have your drives going into it. If you go drive, then the pedals go into the drive channel, so it dominates all your pedals. Yeah. And you lose the EQ and the flavor of your pedals. That's why people tend to use the clean channel. So let's go now more drive. that's a, it's a glorious sound. It's a righteous sound. It's just impractical to use it because of the EQ, but it's a lovely, lovely sound. There's nothing wrong with it. The same thing applies actually. So even in the more drive channel after 6 o'clock, it's just too
just got lost.
farty, and it's not even a pleasant fuzz kind of thing. It's just unusable. So anywhere between 3 and 6, like between 9 and 12 o'clock, both drive channels are super decent, I would say.
Shall we see how it probably is used in general and do a clean channel with a couple of my pedals?
Yes.
That's probably how we know our pedals to sound through.
One of the things I was really looking forward to when I was driving home, when I picked the amp up yesterday, was to hear the Royal Blue Overdrive. So let's do that. And in the end, maybe we can just try some different guitars. We have the Telecaster, maybe do your Les Paul with the P90s, and the other Les Paul or the 339.
Yeah.
So let's have some pedals. Back to the clean channel. This is your clean tone.
Still with a bit of reverb, right? It's quite
yes.
sweet.
Is it too much?
Just a tiny little bit.
Yeah. That's 3 out of 12.
Yes, perfect.
1002.
Yes.
So we're going King of Clone.
Which is very transparent and...
It's a King of Tone copy.
Yeah.
What I like is that comparing it to the LC50, and this might be an issue, it might be because of the valves of the LC50, which has been used. We bought it used, we haven't changed valves yet. So this could be also a factor here. But I think there's more clean headroom here.
Definitely,
so it's less fizzy, there's less drive. Yeah. You can actually enjoy the low gain overdrive. There's more articulation.
There's more room to play with, I guess.
Yes.
If I go the other side of the King clone.
Stacking them.
So clean.
Very articulate.
It's so clean.
Very articulate.
In its own crunchy.
No definition. Really, really lovely. Give us some blues driver too.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
No delay. Bridge. That reverb is just right, yeah? Just a nice tail, never gets in the way. Just the amount of reverb you need to play to be inspired. And it's what you said when we checked out the guitar. It's low output. They're quite low output P90s.
Yeah, so you have that clean room expansion.
Royal Blue Overdrive. Sounds pleasant. Straight into the Laney. So this path, this pedal board, this guitar.
Just like we said, with there's so much more crunch, and you know we have the Royal Blue actually dialed in for the Laney technically.
True.
So when it goes through the Fender, it's not giving that real push over that breakup point.
It's more mushy in the Laney.
Yeah. We're so accustomed to that sound.
Yes. It's more hollow.
Yeah.
And it's the top end is more is not that clear as it is with the Fender.
Yeah, definitely.
It's more British. It's more martially. It's more mid pushy.
Yeah.
The Fender is more scoopy, more transparent. Does that make sense? Okay.
We try the attenuator.
I'm going to do that now. Yeah. So cable back to the Fender. So significantly lower clean. And I'm going to give it some. It's up to 4 now. Still spiky clean, but it's about to break up. Just past 4 now. This is breaking up now.
Feel the whiskey going through my...
That is definitely true, but also it's clean, but it doesn't have this super volatile, uncontrollable spike that the other channel has.
Yeah.
So you can use this channel, this input, to do that, to break the clean channel.
Still, to get that to really crunch on its own is gonna kill your ears. To get that at the...
No. 5! It's not
So
unpleasant.
clean.
It might be a speaker now
Go bridge.
at this point. Not bad at all, right?
That amp is insane.
It's
Okay.
loud.
Like,
It's
literally,
loud.
congratulations, mate. Just keep it and that's it.
How does that sound with Royal Blue?
Good.
As in like sort of
Point.
volume 3-ish? Oh my ears.
It's input 2, the attenuated input. It's volume 4.
What?
Volume 4. Royal Blue.
Hells yeah.
Yes, exactly what he said. So, what do we do? Okay, that was really improvised and spontaneous, and
Dire Straits, the online pulse.
it was it was on the border again on the edge of copyright. That's it. That's the episode today. It was a surprise for Danny and for Emil. I'm really happy that this is in the bay now. I'm going to keep it. So this is a regular episode. It's masquerading as a regular episode, but I knew right from the start that this isn't going anywhere. I got it with that intention to keep it.
And it'll always keep its value, this sort of thing. You know, they're always sought after, and we just need to make more room in the bay.
And they're workhorses, you know. They're in backlines everywhere, and
What that's a Hot Rod Deluxe.
that's a Hot Rod Deluxe.
There's a Hot DeVille.
There's a Hot Rod DeVille, which is 2x12.
Okay.
But there is a Blues Deluxe, which is identical to this one, but cream-colored, has only one drive channel, not drive and more drive, and it's a bit more blues-voiced. Again, wonderful pedal platform, same price. It's the Blues Deluxe is the old, I don't know, 60s or 70s amp by Fender that now has been reissued. The Hot Rods, the Blues Junior, the Hot Rod Deluxe, the Hot Rod DeVille came out in the late 90s, or maybe mid-90s, and dominated the backline market. When I was working in Matt's Noble Music, I think I've never mentioned it, by the way, on the bay. Have I? I've
Just in your private life.
Yeah, I say this to you every week or something, and you make fun of me, but I think I've never said that on the bay. So if anyone's watching from Matt's Noble Music, Brewery Road, Islington in London, I think they might have closed down actually during the lockdown. Backline company. So
Renting out to...
They live off of events and live music. So if
Shame.
anyone's watching,
Yeah.
all my love to the people there, to Matt himself and everyone. So yeah, when I was working there, 90% of the backline amps that went out were twin reverbs or AC30s, 2x12s, and it was then that the Hot Rods were new. The Blues Deluxe, the Hot Rod Deluxe, the Blues Junior, the Pro Junior 10-inch speaker.
Yeah.
Only one channel. And I remember these amps quite well. Workhorses. They would just never break and play forever.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's definitely a keeper. And today we're drinking tea for Talisker.
Yeah.
So we have you have an album of tea?
I think it's time to go album, isn't it?
My album of tea is Michael Jackson Thriller. Am I allowed to say I like Michael Jackson?
Absolutely. Why not? I have friends who now, because you know all the poop that has come out, the poop that has come out, literally, about Michael Jackson's life. They say that when Michael Jackson comes on the radio, they just turn the station. They just change the station.
Come on, you can't.
Because they can't parse. You know, they can't separate the artists from the music, which is fair enough. If you really get physically sick every time you hear Michaal Jackson's voice, I get it. I don't get it. Fine, but I can enjoy.
Yeah,
Michael
let's not get into politics. But that album is, you know, it's nothing but hits. Thriller is on there. One of the most famous songs of all time. Beat It is on there.
Want to be starting something.
Yeah, Beat It being one of the, you know,
Billie Jean.
You know, yeah, and Eddie Van Halen on
the solo on Beat It.
Yeah, just unbelievable. Out of this world. And then Human Nature's on there as well, which has been covered by John Mayer. It's also a fantastic, beautiful song, and I genuinely think the man was a genius and absolutely probably driven mad by his genius. And but still his music, and such an insanely produced album as well.
I'm gonna go Thick as a Brick, Jethro Tull. I love Jethro Tull, and that's a special album because it's 2 tracks, 20 minutes each. So it's one of these pretentious, you know, high-brow, progressive, mid-70s flute. You know Ian Anderson, yeah, you know the whole thing, Jethro Tull, and it's my favorite work by Jethro Tull. Aqualung is typically the most cited and most popular album by Jethro Tull, but Thick as a Brick is the one that got me, and it's like it's 2 tracks, but the amount of music, the amount of wonderful orchestrations, different themes that happen in the first one, just the first part, Thick as a Brick, part 1, is more sophisticated than the entire discographies of other bands, I would say. Fantastic album. Yeah, that's it. It's a very specific thing that you can't hear on the radio. I think there is a radio edit of the first one, like a 3 or 4 minute version of it, but it's a 20-minute song. And the second bit is 17 minutes or something. So 2 tracks. Brilliant.
Alrighty, cool. Yeah, let's wrap it up. That's the Fender Hot Rod Deluxe.
That's right.
Staying in the bay.
It is.
And we'll finish our Talisker and say cheers. Cheers, Emil.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Emil. Cheers, Danny. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Bye.